5 of the season. Round 3 here, well, in this beautiful historic place in Germany. It's the first points on offer for the weekend as well. Remember, the top 3 will score points. P1 will get 3 points, P2 will get 2 points, and P1 will get 1 point. And that is very important because the top 2 in the championship cannot be separated as it stands. Colin Karasani leads by results alone. It's 69 points each for Tim Heineman and Colin Karasani. So yes, it is very well poised, and neither of them were really at the top of the timesheets yesterday. So it could be a new driver getting themselves up into this championship hunt as well. This weekend is perfectly poised, ladies and gentlemen, and I am super excited to bring it to you. My name is Luke Crane, and wherever you're watching from around the world, I hope you are looking forward to this because it will be a sensational weekend. Yesterday, it was a complete blowout in terms of weather. It was so wet, and the Audis and the Porsches, they were the fastest cars for sure. Will that be the same today during the dry conditions? There are so many fans here today as well. It is absolutely ram-packed. And while there's so much racing action to come as well, we just had DTM qualifying, which was sensational. The difference between P1 and P2 was absolutely nothing. So I'm expecting to see the very same here in the DTM Trophy. 18 drivers are indeed out there for qualifying 1. There we go. So 18 minutes then on the clock. And it is as simple as getting the fastest time starts you on pole position. Around the Norisring, it's not the greatest place to make overtakes. Qualifying is massive, but ultimately, if you're a little bit further down the pack, there is a big chance of there to be some action into turn number 1. So you may be able to make up some positions there if it does get very much dicey and spicy. So here we go then. Everybody already starting their first flying laps. Tim Heineman already going purple. And actually, he's the first driver to put a time in, and a 56.2 is the time. But of course, everybody's going to be going purple at this stage of proceedings. Tim Heineman, who was absolutely exceptional, if you remember, at the Lausitz Ring, picking up 2 victories. Didn't quite go so well when it went to Imola, where it was Colin Karasani that took 2 victories himself. So how is it going to go down today? Again, the Audis, or all the Hyder Motorsport, and indeed JP Southern as well, were absolutely flying yesterday. So it will be super interesting to see exactly how indeed it will go down today. Heineman, though, is the fastest as it stands. Uverhaus, Patamba are currently in 2nd and 3rd. We then got Cal Halper in 4th position. So right now it is Toyota. Then we've got indeed BMW, then we've got ourselves an Audi, then we've got ourselves an AMG. So already the spread seems very even, but again, the times will really tumble. JP Southern then in that number 77 for Eastside Motorsport is currently purple, and I feel like he's about to go to the top of the timesheets. The traffic is a massive factor here as well. 55.113 then is the time to beat now, as Vivacqua moves up to 3rd, Lona moves up to 5th position. And well, we're going to see a lot of movement here in the first 10 minutes. And then it will slow down a little bit, and then the final 5 minutes will be very frantic indeed. So if you are watching from around the world, if you're on the YouTube chat right now, you should absolutely let me know where you're watching from. More than happy to get involved. Any questions you have as well, you can also get hold of me on social media. If you're watching on the television around the world, at ActroVision on Twitter or Instagram, if you have any questions during this weekend. We do indeed have 2 races for you this weekend as well, which will indeed be this afternoon. So yes, lots of action, lots of racing, lots of qualifying. It's going to be a sensational weekend, and the weather is absolutely scorchio. So JP Southern still the fastest then, a 55.1. I think we're going to see a 54 sooner rather than later. And is that an improvement? No, so Southern just went purple through Sector 2, but went grey through Sector 1 and indeed Sector 3. Eduard Kauhalper, who has been a bit of a qualifying specialist this season so far, yet to really hook it up in the races. Patamba there grazing to the wall on the exit of turn number 1. As we head then down in towards the final corner. And you can see that Tim's kind of letting the AMG go through here. I'm wondering if Tim might be bringing that car into the pits here. And yes, there we go. Into the pit entry we go. And Tim Heineman currently 2nd in the Toyota Gazoo Racing Germany, powered by Ring Racing. car is into the pits. Sophie Hoffman is purple and now green through sector number 2. This could be a special lap here then. So where is Hoffman going to position herself? Just about coming across the lane. See there, the final car in the train of cars. JP Southern is now second position as Patamba goes pole. So the Haida Motorsport driver, Mikhail Patamba, goes onto pole position, and then in third spot it is Hoffman, and then Vivacqua, who was so quick yesterday in our wet session, is now up to P3, and oh dear, this is not good. Capo's had so much misfortune this season, and well, his car, unfortunately, is in the pit lane here, stopped. We've got a team radio, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to hear it here. No, it doesn't look like we are, which is just so unfortunate. But it just goes from bad to worse here for Ricky Capo. Did he get a lap time in? No. P18, the only driver without a lap time, so there's not even a banker time to fall back on. I think JP Southern's bringing the car into the pits now as well. Again, currently in second spot. But Mikhail Patamba, the South African, maybe it's going to be 2 for 2. Kelvin van der Linde has just taken pole position in the DTM Championship. Are we about to see a South African take pole position in the DTM Trophy as well? And Patamba announcing himself on the big stage here for sure. It is 4 Audis at the sharp end. They were the quickest for sure yesterday. And Daniel Gregor then in 5th position. Also doing a very, very good job there. Again, they were the standout cars in the wet conditions yesterday. In the dry, it seems like that might be the case as well. So did Capo get the car going again into the pits? That's the big question as well. Daniel Gregor, he may not be very good with a skipping rope, but he's very good with a car. Goes up to P3. 700ths of a second then the difference between P1 now and 3rd position. As Jacob Riegel, who again has had some incredible results so far this season, is going very quickly indeed. Patamba's gone quick through the middle sector, but sector 1 was not, well, it's not actually that slow to be fair. It's slower than he's produced before, but it's, yeah, definitely not slow for sure. 54.793 then is the time to beat. JP Southern still in 2nd, Gregor in 3rd, Vivacqua in 4th, Hoffman up to 5th position. Morris Lona is in the BMW then in 6th spot, just ahead of Tim Heinemann. We've then got Nick Hanker, Jacob Riegel in 8th and 9th, Overhaus in 10th position as it stands. Gregor about to come across the line here as well. Any potential improvement? No, that is the big question. Across the line we go, and no, there is no improvement there. So still 700ths of a second separating those 3. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I was looking at the German YouTube chat. I'm actually now looking at the UK one. So hello, everybody. I can see many people are watching there. Hopefully you're all well. Guillaume Mouton. It's a good day to be a South African racing fan, that's for sure, as it stands. Right now, you've got yourself a pole sitter in DTM, and maybe, just maybe, Patamba is going to steal away those 3 points as Vivacqua then goes up to P3, and he's now 600ths of a second behind his teammate in Mikhail Patamba. Daniel Gregor is purple, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be provisional pole. The Porsche then across the line. Definitely got the pace this weekend for sure, and there it is. Oh, it's a huge margin. Half a second out of nowhere. It is a provisional pole for the Porsche. Wow. Incredible lap time there. Brilliant stuff then as Jacob Riegel is green and purple himself. The Aston Martins, they said they were going to struggle this weekend because of the wheelbase. Actually looked like they're going quicker. Hanker just moved up to P6. Riegel across the line goes up to P2. So quicker than everybody apart from Daniel Gregor. And this will be even more salt to the wound for Capo. If he's got an issue here where he cannot get a lap time in at all, he'll know that the car is there. The car is absolutely there here. Vivacqua moves up to the front row. 0.3 of a second off of the pace here. Gregor across the line then. It's not the greatest sector number 1 or sector number 3, but it's purple through sector number 2. There's more time to be found in the Porsche for sure. So Gregor still leads the way then 3/10 of a second clear of Thiago Vivacqua. JP Southern's just gone very fast through sector number 1, a 19.54. That is the fastest time we've seen so far. Patamba comes into the pits at the halfway stage of our session. Vivacqua, I think, might be coming into the pits as well. What's sector 3 like here for Southern? Well, it's P2. It's a really good lap time, and it's now still 3/10 further back, though, from Daniel Gregor. Daniel Gregor, who had a really bad weekend at Imola. It couldn't have gone any worse. Free practice 1. First couple of laps, bins it. Car too damaged to race at all that weekend. He was actually going to miss school on the Monday because of the racing on that weekend. And he actually made school on the Monday because, well, he didn't have any racing to do. So, yeah, a chance of redemption being taken right now with both hands. Daniel Gregor looking super quick again. Still no update, though, on Capo. No update on Capo. Again, it looks like the pit lane is indeed sorted. So he's not in the way of everybody here, but is the car going to come back out on circuit and potentially put some lap times in? So as it stands then, Daniel Gregor still leads. And just an update on Capo. The only thing we've seen, ladies and gentlemen, is that he was at the entrance of the pit lane and he was stationary. I have no more information than that. So right now it is Porsche that lead the way by 3/10 of a second. That's a huge margin. Southern in second spot, Vivacqua in third. We've then got Regal in fourth position, Patamba and Hoffman in fifth and sixth. Hanke then in seventh, Lohner in eighth, Heinemann and Uverhaus are in P9 and 10. And well, what the big story here is that Heinemann leads the championship, or he's second, but tied on points with Karasani. Karasani's currently P17, so no real representative time posted by the BMW of Karasani. So expect to see the times posted over the next 8 minutes for sure. Moritz Lohner there letting a load of traffic go through, wants to get a bit of space on the circuit, trying to get some heat into those tyres as well. It's a very warm day here, but again, these trophy cars do tend to struggle to get heat into the tyres. They're a little bit better this season, actually, from last season and season 1, where they're taking normally 3 laps. It's around about, they can kind of get up to a half-decent temperature in 2 now. So we head then across the start-finish line. Still then, Daniel Gregor, who is indeed your pole sitter as it stands. In the number 25 in the Porsche for the Kuss Team Bernard. And you've got JP Southern for Eastside Motorsport currently on that front row. And you've got Vivacqua for Haida Motorsport in third position. Then you've got Regal for Speed Monkeys in fourth spot. Patamba and Hoffman both for Haida Motorsport. Well, they've just been split here as Nick Hanke has just gone up to P6 here. It's Patamba and Fulgencio. Wow, it's nearly a coming together there. Patamba is just kind of, he's trying to get tyres up to temperature. You've got other drivers trying to indeed put some quick laps down. It's a 54-second lap. It's so short here, 2.3 kilometers. And also, there's no runoff here to let people go through. It's just, you're surrounded by walls. So very easy to indeed get involved in someone's qualifying without meaning to. This is Mark Fulgencio then, currently in P11 in that black medium marked, white and black medium marked car. And here is Colin Karasani. Not seeing the sector times here. I'm seeing it on my screen as it stands. And it's a green sector 1. And actually, it is a relatively quick sector 1. So this might be the first banker time that we are going to see. Tim Heinemann's green through sector 1. So is Eduard Kauhalper, who again is a bit of a qualifying specialist, yet to hook it up when it comes to the racing action. Fulgencio, his time is not at the bottom of our screens. Maybe, it's definitely not an outlap, is it? We've seen the completion of the first time. So Tim Heinemann is about to go faster here, and he does move up to P8. Kauhalper about to cross the line, and he now takes P8. So he moves up ahead then of Heinemann. Heinemann. He's moved up to P5, sorry, should I say. So P5 then for Tim Heinemann. That was a very good lap time indeed. Fulgencio is on a quick lap now then. So green through sector number 1. Still Daniel Gregor here, 3/10 of a second clear. That's a massive margin around such a circuit as this one here. JP Southern in second and 3/10 off the pace. Vivacqua is in third spot. 5 minutes to go. Remember, top 3 will indeed earn points. It's the first points on offer for the weekend. So if one of Tim Heineman or Colin Karasani can get into the points, they will take the outright lead of the championship. They are both on 69 points as it stands. And then in third position, it is Theo Uverhaus with 42. So they're already 27 points clear. Uverhaus, though, is currently in P11. So none of the top 3 in the championship are anywhere near the top position here. I guess Heineman, P5, is relatively close. But Karasani and Uverhaus, P11 and P12, as Morris Lohner then goes ahead of them. Fulgencio is the quickest BMW right now in P8. Henkefen moves up to P13 as well. And JB Southern has just gone and put a very quick time in. He is now 1/10 of a second behind Daniel Gregor. And well, this slow-burning qualifying session that we always tend to have, and well, there's the most beautiful BMW livery I think I've ever seen at this point, celebrating 50 years of the M-Power on Theo Uverhaus's car. It's beautiful. Really nice touch this weekend. Karasani is going faster here. It's about to come across the line. Fulgencio goes up to P6. Where will Karasani up to P9? So, yeah, closing in on Heineman in that championship battle. Is Heineman going to improve here? He stays P5. Then we've got Patamba, who is now down to P6, of course. Hoffman now down to P13. Morris Lohner back up into P8. The lap's so short here, ladies and gentlemen, that it's just going to keep changing. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Buckle in, because it is about to get very exciting indeed. Hanke is about to go quicker here, for sure. As Uverhaus is P10. Where did Hanke end up there? Well, Hanke's P9. His final sector wasn't ultimately that quick. JP Southern, well, Daniel Gregor just went quickest out of everybody through sector number 1, but JP Southern behind him has just gone and purple in the first sector as well, but his middle sector is not the greatest here. Does Gregor improve on his position? Or his time, should I say? He can't improve on his position. He's starting P1 as it stands. Fulgencio in the BMW moves up to P4. Heineman in a Toyota now moves up to P4, 2.5 of a second off. JP Southern across the line. Well, he did improve, but ultimately Gregor did improve as well. So Gregor now at 54.197. I'm not sure we're going to see a 53, but I feel like there is still a little bit more time out there on circuit. So as it stands, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. Still enough time for around about 3 laps here. Vivacqua quick through sector number 1. His middle sector is not slow. That is for sure here. So this might be an improvement on his time. To get onto the front row, needs to find around about half a tenth of a second. Across the line he goes. And where is he going to end up? Oh, it's P3, but he's gone purple through the final sector. So if he hooks it up through the middle sector here, Vivacqua might be able to get onto that front row. Karasani, that's huge. Heineman, that's even huger. Heineman up to P2. Karasani up to P6. The surprises keep coming. JP Southern half a tenth now behind Gregor. He's now up to P2. As we see a replay here, oh, it's Jacob Riegel all the way around here. That's going to definitely cause yellows. So anyone on the quick lap now will be, well, will have to slow down effectively. But I'm sure he is all good. How he's kept out of the wall is very impressive indeed. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that's very easy. I was on Tim Heineman's sim rig yesterday, and I did 10 laps around here, and I did that exact move there 3 times. So it is easy to do. Tim Heineman, oh, Tim Heineman might be going pole here. Tim Heineman might be going pole position here. He's green through sector 1. He's purple through sector number 2. And he always saves the best till last. Is this a classic Tim Heineman power move? The number 90 across the line. Is it pole? No, it's second. Second position is by 100th of a second. Daniel Gregor still is in pole position. He will get the 3 points as it stands, but he won't. JP Southern takes it as a 54.182. Southern leads now. Daniel Gregor second. Heineman in third. It is 200ths of a second separating them all. Almeida joins the party. He's up to a top 5. 1 minute to go. If they cross the line within this 1 minute, they get one more lap here. So potentially 2 more laps. Oh, this session's getting absolutely spicy here. And nobody's quick through the first sector. So have they given everything now? Tim Heineman has just gone purple through sector number 2. So I take that back, of course. And is there the potential here for improvement. Capo is not going to put a lap time in. Daniel Gregor across the line. He will get one more attempt here, ladies and gentlemen. Heinemann does go purple through sector number 2. It's not good enough to improve on his time, but his sector's now green, so someone's going quick behind him. Who is going quick behind him? I think you'll find it's Thiago Vivacqua. Thiago Vivacqua's flying. He is absolutely flying here. JP Southern's done. He thinks he's done enough here. Has he done enough, though? That's the question. Through the pit lane he will come. Vivacqua's behind him. He's P4, but he's gone purple through sector number 2. Will we see an improvement here? We're about to hit 0 on the clock. There it is. Qualifying is over. There's the checkered flag. And Vivacqua's done, so he will not improve on his position. He will start P4 at the very best here. Gregor and Heinemann are both on lap times. Gregor is not going to improve, and I don't think Heinemann is either. And as it stands then, Cal Halper potentially could improve on his time. Heinemann's into the pits here. Jordan Wallace then, currently in P16, is, well, he's going as quick as he's done so far. During this session, he's gone green through sector number 1. Morris Lohner's green through sector number 2, as is Cal Halper. And, well, are we going to see potentially Wallace move up the order here? He's just about to come across the line. Morris Lohner, P6 then for Lohner. What about Jordan Wallace? Where does he go? P16 then for Jordan Wallace. Across the line then for Cal Halper. It's going to be P9. And then it's going to be Folev, who's in P17. JP Southern is going to take the spoils here, ladies and gentlemen. That's pole. That's 3 points then for him. Gregor in second with 2 points. And Tim Heinemann takes third and that 1 point and the championship lead. So here are the official results then. JP Southern is indeed on pole position for today's race. Gregor in second, Heinemann in third. 3 different manufacturers in your top 3. Then we've got Vivacqua, Almeida, Lohner, Fulgencio, Carasani, Cal Halper, and Regal as your top 10. Pitamba, Henkefend, Hanke, Uverhaus, Hoffman, Wallace, Folev, and unfortunately Capo did not get a lap time in. Will start from 18th position.